AI to the Sky, the podcast for those who build the future, not those who fear it. AI, automation, disruption, no mercy. Hosted by Joseph Vale.
This episode is powered by Rocket AI.
October 28, 2025. Amazon just fired 14,000 people. And the official reason is operational efficiency. But let me translate that for you. Artificial intelligence. I'm Joseph Bale, and today we are not doing the typical episode where everyone pretends to be surprised. Today we are talking about the uncomfortable truth that nobody in tech wants to say out loud. AI is coming to complement your job. It is not. It is coming to replace you in this case. And if you are a manager, you are twice as likely to be on that list. With me is Damian, my hyper personalized AI. It's not generic ChatGPT, it is an AI trained to do exactly what we are going to need today: search the truth behind the corporate press release. So, Damian, let's start with the basics. What are the analysts saying about the real impact of these 14,000 positions on Amazon operational restructure?
Analysts are pointing out that Amazon's decision to cut 14,000 corporate jobs is really about streamlining operations and boosting efficiency. They're looking to cut down on bureaucracy and shift resources toward areas that are more customer focused. Plus, there's a strong link to the accelerated use of AI technologies in the mix.
Wow, that's interesting. So we're not talking about redundant positions. We are talking about the entire departments. I'm talking about Alexa, department of AWS, HR, operations, advertising. And here's what's kind of bothers me. Andy Jassy, the CEO, said in June that AI was going to automate routine tasks. You know what a routine task is for a multimillionaire CEO, right? It's your job. The job of an operations manager, the job of an HR analyst, and now comes the worst part. This isn't the 14,000. Reuters reported that the real plan is to cut off 30,000 jobs. Amazon hasn't officially confirmed it, but the numbers are there. So, Damien, I need you to do something here. Please take a look on how much is Amazon investing in AI and cloud infrastructure this year, and how does that number compare to the cost of those 30,000 employees?
So Amazon's pouring over $100 billion into AI and cloud infrastructure this year, which is a massive sum compared to the roughly $2.2 billion of it costs to maintain those 30,000 employees. That definitely puts things into perspective.
Did you hear that? Amazon is going to spend 100 billion in capex this year, most of it in AI and cloud. You know how much an average Amazon corporate employee costs per year? Between 80K and 150K with benefits. Let's do the brutal math. 30,000 employees by 100K average, it is equal to 3 million per year. Amazon is investing 40 times in a technology that is going to replace them. It is not a difficult decision for them. It's called mathematics. I know Amazon and inside and outside the infrastructure and the all of the operations that they have there. It's amazing. It is huge. But here's the part that interests me as someone who works in AI ethics and decisions intelligence also. Is this inevitable, or is it an active decision to prioritize shareholders over stakeholders? Look, I'm not anti AI. I literally have an AI as a co host. Here's Damien. But Working on AI governance and decisions intelligence, there's something that worries me. Amazon, it is not alone in this. That's the thing. During the pandemic, all these companies hired like crazy ones. Amazon grew to 1.56 million employees, and now they are correcting, but the correction it is not going back to the pre-pandemic levels. It is going lower because now they have tools that they didn't have in 2019. So, Damien, I need context. Please search what other big tech companies have announced layoffs related to AI automations in the last 6 months, please. And how many jobs total are we talking about?
In the last 6 months, we've seen several big tech players follow a similar path. Microsoft let go of about 9,000 employees back in July 2025, focusing on AI development. Meta also trimmed around 600 AI related roles in October, and Salesforce cut about 262 jobs, all tied to AI advancements. All in all, these layoffs highlight a larger trend in the tech industry as companies integrate AI and automate more processes.
Wow. Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, Salesforce. These companies are, I don't know. If we see this pattern, it is not just Amazon, it is a systemic pattern. And here's what bothers me as someone who understands AI automation. These companies are automating middle management positions first. But why? Because they are too expensive. They do the coordination work that AI in this case can do it faster, and they have less union protection than warehouse workers, right? So Jassy literally said they want to reduce management lawyers. Sounds efficient, right? But translated, it means we are going to replace managers with AI agents that don't complain, don't ask for raises, and work 24/7. And here comes the ethical question that nobody is asking. Where's the corporate responsibility in this? Okay, let me read you something, some information that I have here. It says Bernie Sanders sent a letter to Jeff Bezos asking about the 500,000 warehouse jobs that could be lost to robots. And two senators questioned why Amazon is the largest employer of H-1B visa workers while laying people off. When you work in decisions intelligence, you learn that companies optimize for what they measure. And Amazon doesn't measure social impact, it measures operational efficiency and shareholder value. So, Damien, last key search. What's been the impact of Amazon stock price after announcing these layoffs? And what are institutional investors saying about this strategy? Please take a look on that.
So Amazon's stock price has actually stayed pretty stable, even seeing a slight uptick after the layoffs. Institutional investors generally see these cuts as a strategic move to enhance efficiency and to funnel more resources into AI, which is definitely in line with what we're seeing across the industry.
There it is. The stock went up. A little bit, but went up. Investors are happy. Street celebrates fiscal discipline. So, and you know what? From a purely business perspective, they are right. Amazon is doing exactly what it should do to maximize shareholder value. The problem isn't Amazon. The problem is that we as a society, we never ask the hard questions. Like, what happened when automation is cheaper than human in all industries? Who's responsible when 30,000 families lose income because algorithm is more efficient? Where's the AI governance that should be regulating this? I work on this on AI ethics, on decisions intelligence, and I'm telling you, we are not prepared for what's coming next. So, what we can do with this? Okay, if you're an executive or manager, ask yourself honestly, can my job be automated? If the answer is yes, start upskilling in the areas where AI needs you as a supervisor, not as an executor. If you are on a technical or developer position, learn AI automation not to replace others, but to not be replaced. The difference between being on that list of 14,000 or not is whether you understand how to use these kind of tools. If you are a CEO or founder, implement AI governance now, not just for ethics, because regulation is coming. And when it arrives, companies that don't have frameworks are going to have massive legal problems. And if you want to see how Damian, my hyper personalized AI, can help you make better decisions in your company without unnecessarily sacrificing humans, find me on LinkedIn, Joseph Bale. Because here's the final truth: AI isn't the enemy. Lack of strategic vision and corporate ethics is. See you on the next episode, and if this made you think, share it with someone in your network that maybe needs to hear this. And if you want a little bit of advices or you want to implement AI on your industry or on your business, reach to me. I'm Joseph Bale and Damian out. See you on the next episode.
AI is coming for actors, artists, and podcasters. Lucky for you, we're still human. Subscribe now. AI to the sky.